Hello, everybody. You are looking at the unmarked police Ram pickup from the upcoming Texas Rangers 5-pack. I previewed this, maybe a month or two ago, thanks to the Matchbox team who sent these models over for me to preview for you. You may remember in this pack they're also included a Dodge Charger Pursuit, police car of course, the BMW motorcycle, and that fantastic Speed Trapper. All of these featuring a Texas State Trooper deco. All of these licensed. I love this unmarked Ram. But let's go back to that Speed Trapper because I didn't show you the fifth model because I didn't have it at the time, but now I do. Speed Trapper is the key here because something has to tow it. This Ram can't do it. The Pursuit can't do it. The BMW motorcycle can't do it. But this can. This is the Jeep Cherokee. It is the fifth model in the Texas Rangers 5-pack, slightly updated for 2018. I couldn't tell you what those updates are, but there is a tow hook on the back, and that means the Speed Trapper can get to where it needs to go thanks to this State Trooper Jeep Cherokee. That rounds out the Texas Rangers 5-pack as part of this preview, but I've got a lot more for you today. Not only now do you know what the Texas Rangers 5-pack looks like, but I'm going to show you models from the Coffee Cruisers 5-pack. You were looking at the Dodge Viper, another model slightly updated for 2018 in a beautiful candy red with black 5-spoke rims. This model has also been around a long time. This is another 5-pack for Matchbox. These models were sent over to me. That's why you see that little code on top. These are FEPs. It means these are the models that the Matchbox team inspects before they go into the full run. This is one model updated. Now, Coffee Cruisers means you can do just about anything because didn't Hot Wheels do the Car Meet 5-pack? Kind of similar theme. This one goes with that as well. Not only Dodge Viper, but this classic police car, this is the Buick Century police car. You can see it is in a Matchbox State Police. And when you're showing off cars, I guess the guy who has the classic police car is going to bring it to his Coffee Cruiser car show as well. This one doesn't have the VUM or the chrome base, but it still looks really, really good. This has been a really cool casting. One that I really like putting with all the other classic police cars from modern to more classic like this one. What else is in here? Well, you got to have the guy who brings the weird car. And that would definitely be this. This is the Cadillac Hearse. It makes its triumphant return in the Coffee Cruisers 5-pack, this time sporting flames and what is that, a spider web on the side. This one has also been slightly updated. You can see purple windows. Again, I don't know exactly what it is, but if you look, you can see there's that 2017 date on there. That means they have done some changes. Maybe those of you who can rip these apart can let me know. This one actually had a little hand escaping from a coffin in the back. I don't know if it still does. It's hard for me to tell, but once this comes out, you guys can take it apart and find out. That is the third car in this pack. What is the fourth? It is the Jaguar E-Type. That is the fourth model in this pack. Take a look at it closely. Not only is it a gorgeous casting, it's been around for, a good 10, 11 years now. But you might notice the color, and you might notice that deco on the hood. That's his 65 years or 65th anniversary for Matchbox. And that looks a lot like a Sapphire gem. And that's because it essentially is. I know a lot of people have been asking questions about these Sapphire gems that are coming. Should be in stores soon. I know all of them are slated to be released. I know even with Toys R Us that has been, that no longer exists, sadly. The exclusive for Toys R Us has been reassigned as well. I don't know exactly when and where. But the Sapphire gems are coming. Those of you in other parts of the world might say, well, it's great that our friends in the U.S. can get them, and maybe they can get one and send them to me. But what about us? And that is why the Matchbox team did this one. The Jaguar E-Type. It is not a chase. It is the standard model for the Coffee Cruisers 5-pack, but it is in the Sapphire Gem deco. Same color, same deco style, and they thought they would do this so that a worldwide audience could at least have one of these models if they don't have a way of getting one sent from the U.S., and I get it. These Sapphire gems should be everywhere. I think the Matchbox team, at least the Matchbox team I talked to, would like to see them everywhere as well. I don't know how that distribution works, but ultimately here is one that will go worldwide in the Coffee Cruisers 5-pack. Cool, right? Hopefully you think it's cool. I think it's cool. All right, what about that 5th model? This is it. Kind of. Notice the blue grille and the blue interior. Notice the strange green color. This is the 56 Ford pickup. It is the 5th model in the pack, but I don't have the finished product. It has also been modified quite drastically, actually, for 2018. I want you to take a look at this. I don't have the deco and what it will look like, but this is a early prototype. I've been showing some of these occasionally. Matchbox will send these over for me to show you. This one was painted in the color that was available, and they always use this blue plastic. It's just a way to test out these models, make sure all the pieces fit together, make sure it's safe, so on and so forth. This is just to give you an idea of what changes have been made to this casting. What's the best way to see? Well, we'll start with the old one. I pulled this one from my collection. This is the old 56 Ford pickup. Couple of things that you might notice. I'll put them together. You can see that the wheels stand really wide. These models were fatter back in the day. I guess wider is the better word, but I like some of us say fatter. Not as realistic looking as the others. Should we put them together? Let's do it. All right, here they are together. You can see a lot of similarities, but when the wheels have been changed a little bit, they've been moved in to give it a more realistic look than compared to the wheels that kind of stand out. The grille has been kind of scrunched in a little bit. I also think it looks a little more realistic. You can see that obviously the bed is now plastic, at least the inside of the bed, because they have to do that. But ultimately, I think they made the right changes for this model. I think it looks better. There's more changes as well. I think the steering wheel is not as detailed. That's kind of a bummer. But ultimately, from the outside, I think this model looks better. Here's the base. This thing is not riveted. But there you go. You want to have a look at it. But we should see this one in its full deco, hopefully in the next round of preview models that Matchbox sends over. But we'll be seeing the Coffee Cruisers 5-pack very soon. And we finish with a couple other beauties. You have seen this before. I used this as part of my of another preview. This is the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTX. It is the 71 Skyline in a beautiful stock style. But this one is now in orange, and it is a 9-pack exclusive. I think 10-pack in other countries, and here in the U.S. it is a 9-pack exclusive. That is the only way you will be able to get this model. But I'm doing a lot of multi-packs for this preview, so there you go. Beautiful orange color. Some of you have asked where it's going to be specifically. I don't know if it's the next one. I think the Mazda Miata is the current 10-pack exclusive. This one may be the next one, or it might be this one. This is the BMW X5 Police in a I can't say it right. Notarzed. I don't. My German friends will be able to pronounce it, but it basically means what? Traveling doctor, or the doctor that heads to the scene of the accident, or to the scene of the sick person. We have seen these kind of decos before on several Matchbox models throughout the years. Most recently in the on the M5 as part of the Matchbox European Gathering exclusive model. But here we go as another 10-pack exclusive. Those are the next two, the Skyline and this BMW X5. Really like this deco on this one. Looks really, really good in white with the red trim. Look for it soon. There you go. That is another preview. Thanks to the Matchbox team for providing these models for preview. Look for all of these on shelves very, very soon. I've got more to come. Thanks, everybody. Bye.